the increase in gun sales and ammunition. People are concerned about freedom today. So I would say,
Why do you think people are buying more guns?
well, I think they're concerned about their freedom. The government's taking more and more and more power. You take a look at one industry.
What do you think they're going to have to do with these guns?
Well, I'm not trying to say what they're going to. But I think what it is that they're very concerned that Barack's moving this government more and more and more in control. And what they're trying to do is, if you talk to people, whether it be at gun shows or gun owners, they're concerned they're coming after the guns as well, and after the ammunition as well. They want to trace the ammunition. Talk to any sports dealer, whether it be Shields, or whether it be Bass or anybody else. They'll say, that market has gone through the roof.
I mean, do you find that a little disturbing that people believe they need to be armed at home against their own government?
I think it is disturbing in regards to people with that type of fear.
Well, whose fault is that? Is that actual policy, or is that hysterics being built up by people in your party?
Oh, you see, no, I'm not so sure it would be about people in our party. I think people, and I'm not sure it's about hysterics. I think it's about I think they take their Second Amendment right very seriously. But I think what it is that when they see that a government is controlling private enterprise, whether it be General Motors Corporation, the car dealerships. I think you had a car dealer here in Carroll, if I'm not mistaken. Did they get a decert letter or not, or were you guys okay in Carroll?
I wouldn't want to comment for sure. With Walsh Motors may have.
But everybody started, how much is the government going to take control of everything? And when you say, is Barack a socialist or what, I think there's some of that fear of, there's socialistic principles here. And I'm not trying to say I'm the guru on why people are buying more, but the stats are. People are buying a lot more firearms and buying a lot more ammunition. And I don't think that's a Republican deal. I think that's an individual citizen deal. I think it's an American deal.
Are they telling you what they're going to do with these guns since they bought them?
No, they don't tell me what they're going to do with those things. Matter of fact, but I think the Tea Party people, the town hall people, what they're doing is they're taking their freedom and their liberty very serious today. And I think they're getting back to it's about we the people. You are supposed to serve us, not we serve you. And I think they've seen for too long, maybe the field's been slanted, and you're not listening to us. You've decided what's best for us. And that's who would ever thought that in Massachusetts? There you give Kennedy's seat.
Coakley was about as bad of a candidate.
Well, yeah, but still, I think most of us was that you could put anybody up, and that Democrat's going to win that seat.
Yeah, sure.
And so I have no idea who she is, and she may be a horrible candidate. But Scott Brown was down, 30 points, 40 points initially. That became, I really think it became a voice of the Tea Party people saying, you know what? We're taking our country back.
Well, have you ever said you wouldn't go out and talk to somebody because it's too cold outside? She did.
You know me well enough.
Yeah, you would never say that. You got to get driving, but I hate to follow the register on something, but they're on the front page today, big medical marijuana poll. It's not on our radar screen here. I don't hear a lot of people bringing up medical marijuana in Carroll, Iowa as an issue. But there it is. The majority of Iowans support medical marijuana. Do you have thoughts on medical marijuana?
You
have you ever tried marijuana yourself?
No, I've never smoked. I've never inhaled. I've never done any of that stuff. But I think, and I haven't read that poll, and we don't get questioned on that at all.
Yeah.
You go around, it's never a deal.
That's why was my last question.
I really
think I'd get to it.
I really believe that maybe the people in that poll are probably saying, in Iowa, about the advancement of research.
Yeah.
And if there's ways to reduce pain and suffering, we at least want to take a look at it. I think before the people of Iowa would say we want to stamp it, we want to legalize it, I think they'd want to know a whole lot more information, as I would, before that would ever get to that point. I've never researched it myself, so I'm not even feel good about it.
You talk about government intrusion into private property and businesses, and maybe it's a dead issue, the smoking ban, but the one thing that I see around town, I see a lot of, Carroll, at the end of the day, we're very progressive.
Yep.
We have some good industry. But at the end of the day, we're a working class town. And there are several bars where you drive by at different times after work,
Yep.
and you'll see a group of people cloistered outside in the cold smoking. And I know the